All right, let's get started here. Let's see. So we got SHPH and IVF. IVF have a long target up here at 5. SHPH, we have a short target right here. Not a, like a small target. Close target, 430. So we're going to see this through. Very nice push. So there could be a dip at 4. If it can hold 4, we may see this again. Wow, that was quick. That was very quick. There it is. 4, 6. I don't know why my sound is not working. Why is my sound not working here? So we're gonna be getting out probably in the 30s. Our stop is break 4. Nice gap is being formed there. We'd like to see that. Ooh, I don't like that my level 2 froze there for a second. Dip right into the gap, and we might be getting out here. Don't really like that my sound is not working. Ooh. We dipped into the gap, but we bounced really quickly. If we're gonna close outside of this gap, then I'm probably gonna be worried here. I need this volume here to pick up. Would be nice if the volume here picks up. If it doesn't want to hold, I might need to get out at around 4 again. Because it's been struggling 4. So it would be nice if we are able to get that. Nice. I like to see that green volume come in through that. Beautiful. Maybe another tap would be nice. No, that's not good. That candle that formed there, not too happy about that candle. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get out there. So getting out for a $20 loss, and my sound is not working. Hold on a second. So let's try this again. It's not working. Why is it not working? Why are you not working? I don't hear it. Maybe the recording you can hear it, but I don't hear it here. Okay, there might be a trade right on there, 64. Buying it right there. Looks like I'm gonna get cooked here. Break of 47. If we can bounce here, 70. Not a big fan of that drop all the way there. I'm gonna get out of that. The way it dropped all the way up to 47. Not a big fan of it, so got out there. So I took profit. You know what? I'm gonna have to take profit. And well, I hope you can hear what I'm saying. because the recording, I don't know if the input is working, the output is not working, the input, hopefully it is working, but I'm gonna have, I might need to restart my computer, but I'm gonna have to take profit because I was here 406, beautiful exit 30, probably 20 cents here, 20 cents, 25 cents. So I might need to take what the market gives me. Um, Big drop right here all the way down to 47. My entry was 64, 63. So, could have gotten a better entry in the 50s. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, let's try this again. A lot of selling there. $54. Dip again. It's a 5-minute gap. And I'm seeing how well this is gonna hold. See, tight stop 46. Yep, tight stop. Tight stop right there. Because I'm thinking if you're not holding 47, we might see this lower. Anyways, we'll keep that. It's so weird to trade without the sound, so might need to restart my computer really quick. It looks like we just got stopped out right there for a little bit. 360, maybe this can hold. 70, gap and go here. It's a very strong stock. We're gonna take some size here. So 75 would be nice if it can hold 70. The low of it is, high this is 60, so 70 area, 75 through a buyer, 75. It's getting bought up there. See how well you hold 75. Holding really well. Okay, now dip under 72. That would be a beautiful setup. 1 minute fair value gap. If you can see it. Stop is 60, so looking for this to enter that gap. Their sell is right at that, right up there. There it is. 66 my entry. Not a big fan of 66, but it's good. There's selling pressure, but I think we can hold. Ooh, deep red under that. Come on. Nice. Pull up through that area. Start unwinding here. Nice 80. Beautiful. Now you want some more. Stop break even now, 65. $65. Come on, volume here. Nice, 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 nice. Unwinding some more 80s. And I'm gonna unwind everything at 90s. Winding everything there, 90. Ooh, okay. Heavy rejection, taking it off. Cool. So very nice trade there. It went lower actually. I got in 64, went lower. I was risking a little more, but I realized that this dip quickly reclaim even though it went lower. So I'm thinking this dip is also going to quickly reclaim although it went lower. We're looking for that push, but it's getting stalled, right? There's sellers and sellers, but we might get a squeeze here though. We may get a squeeze because our target is all the way up here. So today I'm taking what the market gives me. I could have taken a profit right up here on this one and avoid that loss. That will be a 2-to-1. Here it's also a 2-to-1, right? 65 risking, well, went as low as 55, so I guess I was risking a little more. Maybe no more than a 2-to-1, I think. So it's probably risking 10. So now I got 75, 85. So yeah, I think I got a 2-to-1. Not a bad trade in terms of risk to reward. We'll see. Short squeeze area around 4. We're able to hold anything around 4. Man, it's just going to be just a squeeze to 417. We have to see. So far, it's not holding well. Well, so far, it's holding well. Sort of respecting this gap here. A lot of volatility here, so it can reject pretty quickly as we've seen here. So we have to be careful with the size that we take and how long we hold. I think this one, I gotta take what it gives me, but I also want to position myself good for a trade. I want to position myself good on a trade. There we go. Short squeeze coming through right now. So high of this is 81. Yep. Little gap right there. Gap is small though. Don't know for sure. There's four. Massive dip. Yeah, massive rejection. Goes back up to four though. So I don't have a trade here, but I could if it's holding, there we go. Here's a trade. So 90. You can hold 90. Yikes. That's rough, man. That's a rough. That's a tough stock. So the key's getting in earlier, right? So yeah, the key's getting in here on this candle. Commit in here. This could still break. The funny part is that this can still do it. This can still reclaim. Yeah, I'm gonna have to toss it. Here was a good trade. I think the top of this gap is a good trade because it's respecting it well. 200 shares down here would have been good. I don't know if I trust it up here. Volume is still lighter, but I don't know. Maybe. Our target is still $5 up there. So we either look for let's look for the price action to enter this gap. 92 to 97. We'll take a smaller size actually. So we'll see what this next candle is going to do, but I would love for this to enter that gap. Small size because we're going to commit for the bigger move. It's already pretty high. Not sure if it actually will get into 97. Here we go. 97. Come on. You can dip around for sellers up there. 97 to 92. Buyers here. $97 to 92. 92 my stop, but I need 97. Patient 4 is holding strong though. 4 is holding strong. Here we go. 92, beautiful. Don't break 90. 90 will be my stop. But this is actually a great trade. Please don't break 90. 90 will be my stop. Now I'm actually going for this bigger move here. Smaller size because I'm going for this bigger move. Please don't break 90. Okay. Breaking 90. So disrespected that small gap there. Oh my gosh, reclaimed it, obviously. But I was hoping with a small size to see that move, see that curl, hold, see the curl, the attempt to break this red gap. But looks like I got out 88, so 4-cent loss there. 400 shares, not bad. Giving that a try is worth it. Okay, looks like SEGG is gonna do it. So I got stopped out there just by 4 cents. Let's see. We're gonna take a gap and go. Beautiful there. 408. This is already pretty risky here. Want to see a dip down there. Heavy rejection. The green gaps are not clean. They get disrespected, so I have to be aware of that. So we can hold 20 because that's where a lot of the rejections happen. So 20. I'm gonna keep this super tight. That would be, I mean, that would be a trade outside of my strategy, just based on my intuition on the chart, my intuition on the price action. And I was correct. Big seller at the 50s. Liquidity at 5, so this is the kind of trade I wish we held 80, like 90s. Okay. See if I can get a 41s that hold. 50. Does it hold 41? Dip at 41. No gap there. Retest 20. Looking for a dip 24 to 10, so I gotta got some risk there. So looking for at least 15 on this dip. Red 5-minute candle. Not sure how well this is gonna hold. So looking for that. Fine, I'll get in there. No, I'm gonna get out. There it is. 10, 9. Oof. I'm gonna get pretty crushed here. If we can jump back up to 9, let me get out flat on this. I'm gonna get out flat. Okay. So disrespected that gap right there. So 2 trades, 17 out 15 to 9 out 2. That was a 5-minute gap that I tried to get in that on that drop, but got a massive haircut. Lots of buyers there. So quick dip right under it. It's gonna keep flushing. It's bullish though. Every dip gets bought, it's getting bought up, but we'll see how well this one holds. We have some potential move down to 64, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, let's see. There is some resistance here. Now we're coming back again. SHPH. What's this high? This high is 95. Would be able to. Lots of buyers at 4. Lots of buyers at 4. So we may hold this gap. Low, that is 4-3. So that was a key. That was key. Seeing those buyers, that was key for me to buy. We'll see. Every time we've gone up there, it's rejected. So now I can get a good trade here. Retest this. 43 to 95. Don't have a strong trade. The strong trade was kind of here. So let's see, reject, swim back around. We'll take that trade. Then we have this one here. Here we go. Dip below 403. Got 401 on that. Not a big fan of this. Oh, wait, what's going on here? It's a lot of there is a lot of volume on that rejection. 93, 96, 97, 98. If we can get back up there, might get out flat here. 94, 04 rather, sorry. Nice, 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 nice. Start unwinding this up here. I'll unwind everything actually. Not a big fan of that trade. It went way below, so we're seeing a lot of disrespect of the fair value gaps. I'm not too happy about that, but it actually kept going all the way up to 411. So what to do? What to do in this scenario is knowing that today, well, the reason why I've held through the fair value gap is because we've seen a lot of disrespect of the gaps, but they retrace, you know. We're gonna try one more time. The low of this is 89. We also got SEGG here, but I don't know how well this is gonna hold. Here we go. Can it not disrespect this time? The low of it is 95. This is a new 5-minute. I wonder what's it gonna do. We also have support all the way down here as well. Another gap down here. And another gap down here in the 70s. So we could see a big drop. We could see a big drop. SEGG. SEGG target is up here. This is 60. Yeah, here we go. So below 71, I would take it. I mean, this is all of this is a gap on the 5-minute. All of this is a gap. So realistically, anything here could be good. Forming a red gap. We'll see. We'll see how well this is gonna hold. SEGG, very strong. Couldn't find myself a good entry. Target is right up there. 51 is a stop, basically. I want to get the low of the gap. I don't see green volume yet on this, so we might get another push down. The tap. We tap this 1 minute fair value gap. Maybe that's it. Okay, here we go. Can it get a dip down? This one down to 67. I know I can get something lower. And we have this here. Okay, fair value gap form right there. Low, this is 3. Can it hold 3? A little too. Okay. Is this one even worth it? Buyers down there. Just a little lower. Okay, now thank you. Good thing I waited. Otherwise, I would have eaten at 20 cent loss, 30-cent loss. Gosh, that's crazy. Uh, this one was obviously better. Good stock, strong stock. We got a resumption coming up here pretty soon. What's it gonna do? I mean, it's already so high up. I don't imagine this thing being anything crazy. Do we have another target? I don't really see another target in sight. It's just a matter of, I would just capture momentum at this point, you know? That's wild. So, that is absolutely crazy. Yeah. And this one happened to be the one, huh? Let's see, assuming 3 seconds flat, straight down. Okay. Straight down it goes. Massive drop. Yeah, that's what you get. Okay. What's this? What's this gonna do? Doesn't have strong news. It's just Holding. Okay. Um, hmm, good bounce. 3 was a good bounce. Liquidity area. Oh my, lots of volume. Lots of volume here. 335 is that high. 50 could hold. Could this hold? Okay. Okay. It did be strong enough for this to hold the gap. I, I honestly can't really tell you. Maybe. 35 being the stop. Tight stop. You could do it. That would be better. Just don't hold. I mean, if it, I mean, that 1 minute was so strong. 52 to 35. That's the area where I want to buy it. Fifty-two to 35. For the epic buy. For the epic dip. Anything could happen though. My stop is tight. So 52, ideally under 50, so I can get out 35. Um, if it disrespects it. What happens if it disrespects it? So if it disrespects 35, yeah, I gotta get out pretty quickly, huh? But it don't seem like it will if we get down there. We have a target of $5 on this. Okay. This is strong here. $4 is gonna hold. Gonna have to keep it tight. Wow. It's crazy. That's crazy. $4.11. This level, we got a double top there. Maybe a dip down could still be good. I don't know. 3 was okay. The low of this was 91. Maybe that was okay. Full dollar level. 332 is a slow down. So a buy down here would be pretty close to the hold down. So here we're gonna form a gap. We'll stay patient. All right, can we get this move down there? Low is 59. Now it's 40 cents higher. It's got a pretty wide range, so 59 to 96. So we got like almost like a 40-cent range. So this drop is roughly a 20-cent range. Stay patient. We'll stay patient. It's holding though. It's holding well. I don't want to eat a loss. So we'll see. We're going to see here 52 to 35. We're going to take smaller size because we have another gap. We have another 5-minute gap here. There's also that gap. Okay. We're gonna go for the 5 minute fair value gap instead. This 1 minute could work, but I think the 5 minute might set itself up much better. So 340 to 316, which is also going to be VWAP. Four 16 is the bottom of that gap. 26 could have been good. Coming down again. There's a red gap. 26 was a good spot, looks like. We'll see. It's gonna re-enter again. Volume is still pretty high. Red volume is still there. 5 minute gap. Might re-enter. We'll see. Right on VWAP too. Nice. Here we go. 16 is that low. Will it crash? I don't know. Otherwise, we're going straight at $3. There it goes. 9. Yeah, 16 was not a good spot. 97, 98. It could just come straight down. There's no volume shift. I'm not getting in here. I don't have a gap. Actually do have some sort of gap here. Let's see. I do have a gap here. So that could be a gap. Well, if that was 97. I don't know. Let's see how well 276 is going to hold. Looking for a dip down there. Fair value gap, 5 minute. We're at the top of that one. We're in between two of them. We're in between two gaps. Now, this could come a little lower with a stop. I have a stop 276. So we can keep that pretty tight. Let's see, 276. How well do you want to hold that? Double bottom there, 91. Entering the gap again. No, I don't think so yet. 76 is a good spot for a curl. I'm looking for a curl. The stop is pretty tight, basically. The closer I get it to 76, stop will be 76. Here we go, come on. Let's get a nice little dip there. Be impatient still. The volume shift hasn't appeared yet, so this thing could still be trending down. A lot of buyers still in the 90s going for that double bottom, that support there. Double bottom, here we go, come on. And I want to make sure it's not going to be a flush. So I'll keep it tight. Come on. Looks like it's doing it there, but might still be a little lower. Mm. Okay. So that looks like it worked. It's gonna hit this red gap there and might reject. It's gonna hit VWAP, might reject. Anyway, we'll be patient. If it wants to form another gap going up, that might be the spot. That might actually be the bottom there. I was hoping for a nice little dip and then recover, but we'll see. We'll see what it wants to do. Okay, here we get a dip here. Under 15. I wonder how well this is going to hold. It's a tiny gap. It's a tiny, tiny gap. Ooh, now we're forming a bigger gap there. So the quality is not great. The quality indeed is not the best. I don't know if we I don't know if we'd be better off waiting still, being more patient. It was good here, but it looked like it was going to break. Hard to say. Now it might come down again. We'll see. Okay, let me get in here. There it is. I got in there, 67. Wow, my stop was actually 74. Man, I just sniped that entry, 67. Honestly, I was not even thinking about it too hard. I kind of just looked at the level 2 and saw that that was it. I wouldn't want this to close below 75. I would love this to hold, but 75 would probably be a good stop there. Yeah, I'm gonna get out there. Okay, so getting out 75. So it looks like it's gonna come lower, but high of 80. 1 minute fair value gap, not bad. I was eating, and then I saw how beautiful this setup looked. What a massive dip down to 67. Did I get that? Did I actually get the low? I actually got the low. Wow. Okay. Beautiful trade. All right. Well, it may be a 5 minute fair value gap play here instead. So we're looking at this one here. Excuse me. Was that recorded? No. All right, I'll pause it here. We'll see what happens next. So there might be a dip here. 36 to 71. There might actually be a dip. I'm gonna see how it behaves inside this fair value gap because that might just be it for the stock if it's unable to hold. So I'm gonna do small size. 34 is that low. So I could risk 10 cents here. We'll see. Okay, it looks like we'll see. We'll have to be patient here. I think it's gonna want to keep coming lower, come a little lower. We'll see. Okay, here we go. I do want to get a dip down here. 36 is not low, 34 is the low. It's holding pretty tight. It's going to be pretty quick, below 43. 36 being that low. Let's see. Come on, show me the entry. A lot of red, or rather, no green. There's some green right there. Hmm. I'm being patient with this. We're at the top of this 5-minute green gap. I'm gonna take small sides because it's below VWAP. It's a little risky, and if we get it, it will be a good move for the highs. 43, 42, 41, 36. Come on. Oh my gosh. 27. Yeah, let me get out of that. That's not good. So one down to 27. Yeah. Not the kind of move I wanted to see. Thankfully, I got a good fill, but that's all right. IVF. Let me switch my accounts. Okay. IVF right here. Could it do it? Below 94. High of that is 89. Can we get into this gap? $94, $89. Let's get in the gap. Let's get in the gap. A lot of selling there, but it's holding. Three's holding very well. I want to get into this gap. just to get enough volume. Maybe 4. Hmm. Oh, no. A struggle there. What's happening? What's happening there? What's happening? Seems to work. Three oh two, 305. It's a tight gap. It's a pretty tight gap. $94 and $85 still valid. Sorry, 94 and 89. So got in there 92. Good. But I wonder if it's going to hold. 12 seconds here. A lot of selling. Nice. Good piece of volume there. If it's red, if it continues to be red, it's going to suck, but 92, it's that gap. Might get off flat. But hopefully we get a nice move here. $3. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Can I put 200 shares out for 10 cents? I got a working order there for 10 cents, which got, oh, it got partially filled. Looks like it got partially filled. Nice. Well, I can't hear it because the sound is off. Maybe Maybe in the recording there was sound, but now I don't have any sound. Nice, so now we got this move here off this fair value gap. So we like to see. Hopefully this becomes a good trade, a solid trade. The rest of it we're gonna get off flat. Oh no, rejection there. Looking to get out flat, if anything. That rejection is not sweet. So that's a big red candle. That's a big red candle, you know? But nice. Okay. We're fighting against it. Nice. Looks like we got some support at 3 now. Maybe that was a short seller trying to push it down, but we're pushing. We're pushing. Maybe we can get a good spike here. 20, 30s. I have the rest here break even. I have the rest here at break even. Three's holding strong. Mm, to see a volume shift, but I have to react quickly because if it gives up, it's gonna give up with a bad. I mean, anything can happen, right? If it gives up, it might slowly come down, or it might actually flush because support 3 has no more support, therefore. Nice. Okay, 3 has support. Come on. Uncertainty is part of the game. We know we have a good trade off the green gap. We took profit right there for 10 cents, scaled out partial. Third. So it might try to stop me out, to be honest. But 3 has support. We'll see. Stop is break even. I don't want to see it, but it might come down. So if it comes down, stop is break even. Got to follow the rules. We haven't gotten a good solid trade from like a good entry, scaling out as it goes up. Then we got a trade like that last Thursday or Wednesday. But it would be nice to get a good trade here where we hold regardless of what we see on the tape on level 2. Massive support at 3. I'm actually very surprised. So there are buyers here. There are strong buyers here. Here we go. It's gonna try to go under, right under 3. So I have to be ready. I don't want to unwind anymore, but rest is break even. 10 seconds until the next candle. I see a nice volume shift. Pick a side, bro. Pick a side. Up or down? What is it? Pick a side. Pick a side. Hmm. Love it. Nice. Nice hold of 3. Now let's pump it. Pump it. Pump it. Pump it. Pump it. I want to see 320. 320 up there. We're gonna form a nice gap here. Respect the gap, and then when I see 320 up there. Can a brother get a good trade for once? Nice. Turn green. Beautiful. There might be a dip into this gap here. High, this is 303. Low, this is 307. Perhaps a dip into that gap. Come on. Yes. I have the volume on my side. Nice. Nice. Well, takes him out 15. Taking him out 15. Nice. Did we get it? Did we get a nice explosive move here? 18, 19, 20 through 20. Rejection. 20 again. Nice. 24. Nice. Taking out 100 more there. Sick. Sick trade. Beautiful trade here. Now we have took that last one out, or rather took one out at 24. Push, push, push. We can get a nice push here. 27, 30s. Nice, 28. Come on, 30s. Oh, did I not? Shoot. I didn't actually solve. I wanted to get out, but I actually couldn't get out. Okay. What did I press? I think I pressed getting out on the ask. Let's see. We're gonna see if it can hold 20. That'll be amazing. Come on. Hold 20. No, I'm not even holding 20, 16, 18, back to 20. Back over 20. Come on. I'm getting that right there. Seems that doesn't want to get above 20. So good day. 280 on the day, not bad. Very good trade. We got a nice trade there. Beautiful setup. off the gap. All right, we're gonna call it here. So today we made 280. So very good day, 280. Uh, let's look at some of our trades. IVF right off the bat. Rumor news that Trump is going to invest in IVF or something like that. Wait, hold on a second. All right. Going back to this. So took this trade on IVF. Was this a trade? Which did I trade first? I think I traded this first. Okay, let's go to SHPH. We formed the gap there. We got a dip in. We got a nice dip. We held through it. We broke the gap. Hold on a second. All right, so we broke this gap, but I held because it still looked good. It bounced really quickly through here. I'm thinking my stop is pretty tight right there, 96, but it went as low as 92. It bounced pretty quickly. It went as high as, uh, let's see. Can I scroll here? Nope, I don't know how high this is, but oh, actually I know it's right here. So, 424. So nice. Didn't take profit. I should have actually taken a partial out right here. Anyway, came back down. Was going to retest the lows, but I think I cut it before I retested the lows because I didn't want to see the retest one more time because it was likely going to come down. That was my kind of take on it. We had our target, our liquidity target right up here. Actually, let's look at it. SHPH on this chart. Yeah, so we had some, actually not liquidity, but just bearish gap. A red gap right there, and yeah, so that was our target, so couldn't really connect more than that. So another trade here, out basically flat. I'm not actually, this is a test trade. Oh yeah, my sounds. Hopefully you hear my voice because I don't know if my sound is working. I don't hear anything. Hopefully the input is also working. Next is another trade here, SHPH. Dip right there. Again, it went lower than I had anticipated, as low as 89. Held through it. Didn't like it. Didn't like the fact that it disrespected it that way. And this is when I start to notice that, hey, these dips are disrespecting the gap. So I have to be careful and I kind of have to hold, right? Because the bounces are happening. Anyway, it takes them out 8, 7, and basically the rest at 5. And then eventually came down lower. Um, what else do we got here? That's it. IVF. We took a trade on IVF. What was this? What was this trade? IVF. What was this trade? Was this a 5-minute fair value gap? What was this trade? I I don't know. I don't know. What was this trade? I have to view the tape again. I don't know what this trade was. Anyway, I'll keep going. But what is this other trade? I already forgot what this trade it was like. What's happening? What was happening here? Must have been a large gap. There must have been a large gap, but where? Where was that gap? Maybe a 5-minute gap. I don't know. Got out right there. Beautiful trade right here. Off the gap. Boom. Scaling out. Looking for the bigger move. I scaled out maybe a little too much on these two candles. No, actually on this candle and yeah, these two right here. And then took everything out as it was going for $4, trying to go for $4. Didn't get anything out in the 90s, but the volatility was pretty crazy, so I basically got out flat, almost flat. Um, anyways, ended up going. Did I trade it anymore? Yeah, I took a trade right here, another gap, another green gap, but bailed out right there, 88, and that was the one that actually moved, right? So that was the low that actually kept going. Anyways, oh yes, so then I took a trade on the 5-minute fair value gap, I believe. Right here, jumping in 16. Not good enough, right? Was it here? Was it this? Yeah, this gap right here. Ended up forming a red gap, but there was a 5-minute gap right there as well. Jumped in there again a little lower at the bottom of the gap, but ended up bailing out 402. It actually bounced all the way up here to 440. So maybe I should have aimed at 4 instead. Just small tweaks, right? Small things you got to take into account. Then we took the best trade of the day, IVF. Beautiful trade here. So in on this green gap, sold some right at 302. And then after that, it held this area. It held 3 very strong for a few minutes. This is like a lot of minutes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 minutes. On the 8th minute, it comes up here, selling right there, 15, 24, and then trying to see if I can catch anything above 20. If I want to continue 20 and 30s, no. Breaks 20, sell on the bounce right there, 19. Fair enough. That's our biggest trade right there. SEGG. Did I already talk about this? Quick trade here. What was this trade? A 5-minute fair value gap, perhaps? Try to get in down here, nothing. What was this? This was at 142. Yeah, I think this was a gap, wasn't it? Oh, yeah, it was a gap right here. So high of this is 74. It's a 1-minute gap. But I got the lows. Wow, that was amazing. I actually captured the exact lows here on this candle, even though it was aiming for an area above 74, 374 and under 385. So a 10-cent area I was aiming for, and I actually got the lows. And based on what I saw in the price action, I got out 73. So we'll take that. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. The stock ended up crashing, but that's okay. So we're gonna finish 280. There you go. Let me actually refresh this. 280 on the day. Sweet. Risk to reward, beautiful, right? 70 to 24. That's fantastic. I've never had such a good risk to reward. $24 risk, 70 on average, winning. Nice reward, right? That's a 3-to-1 right there. Roughly around a 3-to-1. Nice. So 50% accuracy, profit factor, yeah, 2.9, almost a 3-to-1. Holding my winners. Good, 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 good. I love to see this. I love to see this. $70 on my losing, but that's because I was big size. Anyway, happy about this. The month is looking good. We're finding more consistency and being more comfortable with our new strategy. Completely different from hyper scalping. So come over to Mr. Profit, create your account, join me in my journey. Look at these new features. We have our journaling. So our journaling feature was our latest feature that we released. Beautiful. You can add images, any sort of text styling. You can add it in here and create your journal. It sits right above your stats, so you can really contemplate it, really digest everything that you did on that day and write it right above it. It's amazing how all these different pages come together, right? So it's this page here and then the journal right above it. It just looks good. I've gotten so much feedback of how good this looks. The look and feel and the price. That's awesome. That's awesome. Too good to be true, right? Get a free month. We have a list of brokers. Help us out a new broker. You'll get a free month. But basically, these are our features. These are our brokers. Come over to Mr. Profit. And yeah, join our Discord. Hit me up on Discord, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.